Welcome back, guys. This is Lindsay with Garage Gym Reviews, and if you are a home gym owner, you know that this is the time of year that we live for. It is like our Christmas. It is like the event that we look forward to all year long. It is Black Friday, and of course, as we were growing up, Black Friday was actually Black Friday. Now it's like Black November. I even saw some sales from companies coming out in October, so it's really like Black sales for 2 months. But here today, in this video specifically, we are going to tell you the best treadmill and elliptical sales that we could find. Now, there is a side note. There is so many sales going on. There is so much information out there. If I do not cover a specific brand or specific treadmill that you have had your eye on, please go to garagegymreviews.com because our editors, our writers have been working tirelessly to make sure that you have all of the up-to-date information, and there is a ton more sales that I'm not even going to cover. The ones I want to start with are the ones that I have personally tested, the ones that I would personally recommend, the ones that I am excited about or are a really good deal. But make sure you are subscribed to this channel because not only do we do Black Friday content, keeping you up to date on all of the sales, but we do a ton of reviews on cardio equipment, recovery equipment, supplements, and basically anything in between. So this is the channel to subscribe to. Now let's get started with one of the first brands that I actually ever tested here, starting off my journey at GGR. That is Horizon. Okay, so they have a couple different treadmills that I am super excited about. The first one is the Horizon 7.0. Now, in general, with Horizon, you are going to receive $200 off any of your equipment plus 2 months free to their Journey programming. I'm going to give you a couple details. I'm not going to go into a full review, but what makes Horizon 7.0 a really good pick? Okay, so one, it's going to cost you $999. It is typically $2,100. Now, I have seen it on sale for cheaper cost point. I don't know if they have upped the cost point to make that Black Friday sale seem even better, but under $1,000 for this treadmill, I think is a really good pick. A couple of reasons that I would go with a Horizon brand is they have a lifetime warranty on the frame and on the motor, which is a obviously really good beneficial thing when you are buying an expensive product. The other thing I like about the Horizon 7.0 is that it has these quick dial functions, which makes changing your incline and your speed incredibly easy. With the Horizon 7.0, it goes up to 12 miles per hour. It also has a 15% incline. It is a ultra quiet treadmill. And then the last thing I want to mention is the user weight capacity on this is 325 pounds, making it 25 pounds more than what we see the average weight capacity for a treadmill. Now, sticking with Horizon, another one that I really like from Horizon is the Horizon 7.4. So this again is over $200 off. The sale price on this is $1,799. Okay, so a couple differences between the 7.0 and the 7.4. I would say the major difference, the motor size, the user weight capacity, and then also the belt deck size. So this has a 22 by 60 inch belt deck, giving you a lot more room to run on. The user weight capacity on this is 350 pounds. It also comes with Sprint 8, which is this fantastic program. It doesn't have any sort of external programming, but with the 7.4, it has a lot of built-in programmings on the treadmill that I have used that I think are great, and then obviously that addition of their Sprint 8 programming. Just like with the 7.4, it also comes with that quick dial function, goes up to speeds of 12 miles per hour, as well as that 15% incline. Okay, so another one to look at from Horizon. This one is the T101. It is kind of their like budget-friendly model. So this is actually on a massive sale at only $699. This is one of the first treadmills that I tested for like our budget pick, like one of our favorite budget treadmills. It remains one that I think is a fantastic option for those wanting to do a lot of walking, a lot of jogging, and maybe even incorporate some sprint style or like high intensity interval training along with their running. One thing to note is this does have a slightly shorter deck than we see with the 7.1 or the 7.4. The entire deck measures 20 by 55 inches. I still think that even if you have a long stride, you'll definitely still feel comfortable running on that deck, even though it is a little bit shorter. Another thing to note is that it does have a little bit lower speeds and a lower incline than what we see with the other two from Horizon. So it goes up to 12 miles per hour, and then it has an incline of 10%. It also only has a 300-pound user weight capacity, which is still fine because it does meet that industry standard. Okay, so Horizon has a lot of good deals. Another brand brand that I would look into if I was looking for a quality treadmill for my home gym would be from Proform. I actually really like the Proform TLX. It's more of like a budget-friendly option, but they also have two other treadmills that I have tested that I really like. It is the Proform 2000 as well as the Proform 9000. With the Proform, all of their treadmills are 100 to a little bit more off, so this Proform 2000 is only going to cost you $1,699 right now. With Proform, you actually can go ahead and subscribe to the iFit programming, or maybe you already have a subscription to the iFit programming. You can use all of the iFit programming in conjunction on the treadmill with all of the Proform treadmills. It has a 10-inch Smart HD touchscreen, but still the colors are very visible. It's easy to navigate that touchscreen. It comes with that iFit programming if you want to go ahead and do that, but you can definitely use this treadmill on your own if you don't want to subscribe to that iFit programming. It comes with a 12% incline as well as speeds up to 12 miles per hour. Then it has a nice 3.0 CHP motor, which means that it's going to run very smoothly. It's going to be great for those wanting to do a lot of running or high intensity work. Obviously, you can walk on any treadmill, but this one is definitely geared towards those who are like active runners. In terms of how the comfort feels on the belt deck, I think it actually is really great. Is it the most cushioned deck I have ever experienced? No, but it offers a lot of stability. It offers some cushioning while you are running on it. Also, I want to mention almost all of the treadmills that I'm talking about today, we have full video reviews on our YouTube channel for them. So if you are wanting more information, please go and watch those so you can get all of the information of the ones that we've already reviewed before you make a decision. Okay, with this Proform 2000, it does come with a user weight max capacity of 350 pounds, and then it has not as great of a warranty as we see with Horizon, but it still offers a 10-year warranty on the frame, 2 years on parts, and then 1 year on any like technological issues or labor. Another one, again, is that Proform Carbon 9000. It also is on sale for $1,799. That is a really good price for a treadmill that I would think is a quality treadmill. It has a larger motor size of a 3.6 CHP motor, so this is definitely for somebody who's maybe training for like half marathons or marathons, because that motor size is going to be able to handle that load. It has a standard deck size of 20 by 60 inches, and then it has speeds up to 12 miles per hour as well as a 12% incline on this treadmill. It also comes in conjunction with that iFit programming, so if you want to use the iFit programming and you have a subscription to that already, you definitely can. It does have a larger display than what we see with the 2000, and the display on this one is a 16-inch Smart HD touchscreen. It comes again with that 10-year warranty on the frame, 2 years on parts, as well as a user weight capacity of 350 pounds. All in all of the Proform treadmills are some of my top picks. I really enjoy them. Another one I want to mention briefly is the Proform TLX. This is more of a budget-friendly treadmill. Right now, it is $200 off, costing you $1,299. Now, it doesn't have a display with it, but you can still use the iFit programming if you download it to your phone or like your iPad. It does have a media shelf that you're able to rest your tablet on in order to use the iFit programming along with it. It comes with a 3.0 CHP motor, a 20 by 60 inch belt deck. It goes up to speeds of 12 miles per hour as well as the incline of 12%. A very quiet, comfortable treadmill, and at a little bit more budget-friendly cost. I actually went ahead and reviewed this one earlier this year. If you've watched any of my treadmill videos, you know that I really like the Soul F63 in terms of like a basic, more budget-friendly treadmill. I absolutely think this one can compete with the Soul F63. So for me, I really like this TLX if you are looking for a more budget-friendly treadmill. Another thing to know about Proform right now is they have a lot of bundle options available. When you choose their bundle option, you are going to have about $800 to a little bit more off of your entire bundle. You can go ahead and choose the Carbon Pro 9000 treadmill along with the Carbon Pro 10 Studio bike, and that's going to cost you around $2,698. Or you can go ahead and choose their other bundle, which is the Carbon Pro 9000 treadmill with their Carbon Pro 10 rower, and that one's going to cost you $2,798. So if you are looking to really stock your home gym with cardio options, a bundle from Proform is a really good bundle to choose if you are trying to save a lot of money, because again, you're going to get around $800 off of your total cost. Okay, so moving on to Bowflex. I have recently recently tested a lot of Bowflex treadmills. I don't know if they have upped their game. They've always kind of been like this mid option for me. However, the two treadmills that I have tested recently that are their new design treadmills, the T6 and then the T16, I think are absolutely incredible treadmills for somebody wanting to do running, jogging, walking. I mean, with the T6, I wouldn't say it's great for like those wanting to run a marathon, but the T16 can definitely compete with some upper, higher end treadmills at a much cheaper cost point. Okay, so with this Bowflex T6, one of the reasons I love it is because it is only $999 right now. So you are saving around $300 off of your entire purchase. It comes with a 20 by 60 inch belt deck. It goes up to speeds of 12 miles per hour. It also has a motorized incline of up to 15%. And when I say this is one of the quietest inclines that I have ever experienced, like it really was. I barely noticed that incline moving from that 0 all the way up to that 15%. One thing with Bowflex that I really appreciate is when you purchase it, the warranty on this is a lifetime warranty on the frame as well as the motor, which is a really good option, especially given that under $1,000 mark for a treadmill. All right, so then the other option is their T16. This one is on sale for around $300 off, costing $1,999 right now. It does come with a large screen. One of the things that I like about this is you have access to a lot of different apps. So you can go ahead and watch Netflix or Hulu or even play solitaire or read a Kindle on the screen through the treadmill. You also can go ahead and download the Journey programming. Again, when you purchase a Bowflex treadmill, you're going to receive 2 months free of their Journey programming. You can go ahead and cancel that if you decide it's something you don't want to do. But along with that, this one has built-in programming options as well. It has a nice 16-inch HD touchscreen as well as a 22 by 60-inch belt deck, which makes this just a lot more comfortable to run on. It also comes with a user weight capacity of 350 pounds, being 50 pounds more than like the industry standard of a typical treadmill. Okay, so if you are looking for a walking pad treadmill or an under the desk treadmill, which let me just say, of all of my reviews, some of my most watched reviews are about an under the desk treadmill. So obviously there is a big market for it. Obviously there is a lot of people wanting an under the desk treadmill. The walking pad is one of my favorite under the desk treadmills, and they have a ton of different options. So with this one, this is the walking pad C2 foldable treadmill. You are going to save over $200 off of your total purchase, and it is on sale right now for $399. It comes with a couple different color options. So you have your white, your black, your blue, red, yellow. Yellow kind of freaks me out. I don't know why, it just feels like abrupt, but you do have a lot of different options with this. Now with any sort of walking pad, I wouldn't necessarily recommend those like to run on it or jog on it. This is purely intended for a walking treadmill. One of the reasons is because it has a shortened deck. It also is very like minimal cushioning to that walking pad, but it does go up to speeds of 3.7 miles per hour, which is a fast-paced walk, at least for me, and it lasts a long time. Another option from Walking Pad is one that goes to a little bit higher speeds. That is the Walking Pad R3 hybrid foldable treadmill. So it actually has handles that come out of the side. This is one that if you are wanting to do more running, I would point you in this direction, although I still don't think it's like an absolutely great running treadmill. I would still consider this more of a like walking treadmill, maybe some jogging, but it is on sale now for about $150 off at $849. It goes from speeds of 1 mile per hour all the way up to 7.5 miles per hour. It also has a deck size of 47.2 inches by 17.3 inches. Again, not one that I would want to do a lot of running on, but I know a lot of people who get away with doing running on their treadmill. I like that this is foldable. It's super compact, so all you basically do is it breaks in half, you fold it in half, and then you can go ahead and lower those arms if you don't want to use them. So you can easily slide it under your desk or bring it out to use those arms if you are like watching TV or watching a movie. Okay, the last one I kind of want to mention from Walking Pad, and I'm trying to give you some different options from Walking Pad because obviously they have their under the desk treadmills that are just great for walking. They kind of have like this hybrid, and then they do have more treadmill style ones. This Walking Pad X2 14 foldable treadmill is about $200 off at $1,099. Now, it's very similar to the previous model that we talked about, but it does go to higher speeds. It also has a 1.25 HP brushless motor, which is ultra quiet, but again, not one that I would trust to last a long time if I were running at higher speeds on this for a very long time. However, it goes up from 1 mile per hour all the way up to 8.5 miles per hour on this treadmill. The deck size is 47 by 18 inches. I would say that it's still not a great deck size to do a lot of running on if you have a bigger stride, but if you want a treadmill that can do both, this would probably be the one that I would pick if you're looking for more like a compact walking pad. And again, it stores really easily. In the same sort of fashion, this deck actually folds in half, and then you can actually lift it up to meet the handlebars. As you can see over here, like, it is so minimal. You could easily tuck this like under a bed, behind a door, out of the way when not in use. Okay, so moving on to Miro. I don't know actually how you say it. Miro. Somebody let me know, like, phonetically pronounce it in the comments to help me out here. But it is their T12 treadmill. With their T12 treadmill right now, it is on sale for $429. So you are going to save about $70 off of this treadmill. It is one that I would say is definitely budget friendly. Is this the best treadmill in the world? Even like when we put it into perspective of other budget friendly treadmills, like, definitely not. But does it function as it should? Can you walk on it? Can you run on it? Absolutely yes. So with this, you actually have two different options. You have this 6% manual incline, which I don't love a manual incline, but if you are looking to save that extra $100, then the manual incline that goes up to 6% is only $329. Or you can go ahead and choose their auto incline at 15% for that $429 cost point. With this treadmill, you are only going to receive a 2-year warranty on that, so keep that in mind. But for a $329 treadmill to a $429 treadmill, one that you can totally do tons of walking, jogging, and then some running on, I would absolutely say, like, check this out. It's also a foldable treadmill, so that belt deck is going to go ahead and fold up, giving you a little bit more like storage option and be able to move it out of the way if you need to. Okay, so going from probably one of the cheapest treadmill options to one of the most expensive treadmill options, that is the new Tread Plus from Peloton. Guys, I love a Peloton treadmill. They are pricey, so if you want a Peloton treadmill, absolutely Black Friday is one of the best times to buy because Peloton in general doesn't offer a lot of sales throughout the year. Right now, it is over $1,000 off, costing $5,495. Yes, incredibly expensive. But what can't this treadmill do? That is the question that I should leave you with today. Like, honestly, it has a 59 individual slats running deck, and then it's going to give you 67 inches long of a running space, which is one of the longest running decks that I have ever seen, ever tested, and it is incredibly comfortable because of the individual slat design. Another thing that I really like about this is that it has real form tracking. So it's actually have a camera built in that's going to go ahead and read your form and then give you cues, give you feedback on how your running form is to help you improve and become a better runner. Now, this is a bigger treadmill, so the dimensions on this: 75 inches in length, 37 inches wide, 70 inches high. That is a big treadmill. Obviously, you have that 67 inches in length belt deck and then that 20-inch wide. This is a heavier treadmill weighing 460 pounds. So is this one that I would want to move around all of the time? Like, it's definitely not a Miro, right? Like, I'm not going to want to move this around a lot. But if you are looking for a large touchscreen with great programming, incredible smart features that come along with this treadmill, like, I would absolutely get this if you're looking for a Peloton treadmill because, again, they don't have sales all of the time. This is probably one time a year that Peloton offers a massive discount on their products. All right, so coming to one of my absolute favorite treadmills, and honestly, probably one of my favorite brands. Don't tell the other brands. Like, it is Aviron, the Aviron Victory treadmill. This is one of my favorite treadmills for a host of reasons. One, it has a very low step-up height. And when you think about that, you don't think it's that big of a deal, but it just feels so much incredibly more comfortable to get on and off the treadmill, and that doesn't lack in cushioning. Easily one of the most comfortable cushioned belt decks that I have ever run on. Another reason I love Aviron is their gamified programming. So obviously you have their programming, you have their classes from Les Mills, but you also have a ton of interactive fun games that you can play while using this treadmill. Right now, this is on sale, taking off $1,300, and the total cost for this right now is $2,499. If I were to buy any treadmill out of the ones that I am going to talk about today, I would choose this one. This is absolutely my favorite treadmill. It comes with a massive 22-inch HD touchscreen that gives you clear, vibrant colors as well as loud quality speakers that you're able to connect your Spotify to. You're able to hear the instructions voiced clearly. You're able to hear all of that background game noises if that's what you have your settings at. All in all, there's really nothing wrong that I can say about this treadmill. So if you're looking for a great brand, a fun treadmill, something that works really well, not only that, it goes up to 12.5 miles per hour, which is the highest speeds of treadmill that we have talked about today. And then it has a 15% incline, which again is very, very quiet while you are using it. Aviron also has a ton of bundle options available as well. So if you want to go ahead and buy the Strong Rower plus the Victory treadmill, it's going to cost you $4,627. Or the other bundle option is the Strong Rower plus the Fit Bike S, which is $4,077. All of these I have tested, and all of them I really like. Okay, so right now with NordicTrack, you can save over $1,000 on their cardio machines, or if you go ahead and choose their bundle options, you can save over $2,000. I want to mention 3 treadmills from NordicTrack that I absolutely love, that I have tested, that I continually recommend. I have to say this, the one caveat to NordicTrack is as a home gym owner, this is the most frustrating part. If you don't keep their equipment in a climate controlled area with insulation or whatever sort of that warranty states, that warranty can be voided. Make sure you read through that warranty with a fine-tooth comb to make sure that you meet the warranty standards and your warranty won't be voided out. Okay, so the commercial 2450, one of my favorite treadmills. This uses the iFit programming as well, which is one of my favorite types of program to use. The 2450 comes with a massive 24-inch pivoting touchscreen, so you can go ahead and use the iFit programming both on the treadmill or off the treadmill and just pivot that screen out of the way. It goes up to a massive 14 miles per hour, and then again, it does have a lifetime warranty on the motor itself. You just have to make sure that you meet that warranty standards. Another thing that I really like about this treadmill is it has a 12% incline as well as a decline, so it's going to go ahead and do a 3% decline, giving you a little bit of variation within your training. In terms of the cushioning on treadmills from NordicTrack, they are some of my favorite. They are some of the most comfortable to run on. And the total cost for this, I don't know if I mentioned it already, but it's only $2,499, so you are going to save about $500 off of this treadmill when you purchase through their Black Friday sales. Another one from NordicTrack is the commercial 1750. Very similar to the 2450 with a couple different changes. So you're going to have a smaller screen size. You are only able to go up to speeds of 12 miles per hour versus that 14 miles per hour that we see on the 2450, but you still have that great 12% incline as well as that 3% decline option on this treadmill. And really guys, there's a ton of options from NordicTrack. I just tend to really like their commercial series. So all the treadmills function exactly the same with just a few minute differences between them. The commercial 1250 being the cheapest option off of the commercial series. When you purchase the 1250, you are going to save $200, normally costing $1,999, now on sale for $1,799. The difference is that it only has a 10-inch tilting touchscreen, so you don't have that pivoting option, and then obviously you do have a smaller touchscreen on this treadmill than what we see with the previous models. It also goes up to 12 miles per hour, and then it also still has that decline function of a 12% incline as well as a 3% decline on the 2450. Another thing to mention with all of the commercial series is that user weight capacity is 400 pounds on the 1250, on the 1750, on the 2450. So if you are looking for a bigger weight capacity, this is the model, this is the brand that I would look at in terms of Black Friday deals on treadmills. All right, so let's go ahead, look at the Echelon brand, they have a ton of Black Friday deals going on as well. The one treadmill that I want to mention today is the 6S10 treadmill from Echelon. It is on sale for about $500 off, costing you $1,599 in total. There's a couple things that I really like about this treadmill. One, the overall look of it, the overall design of it. I think that it looks really modern. It looks really cool. It has this nice kind of like light beam function at different various points on the treadmill, just kind of giving it a really cool aesthetic. With this treadmill, you have a 300-pound user weight capacity. In terms of how the deck feels, not the most comfortable deck I have ever run on. And in fact, I would say even the Bowflex and the Soul F63 are probably a little bit more cushioned than this one, but this feels very similar to running like on a road surface, whereas those other ones maybe feel a little bit more like running on a track. It goes up to speeds of 12.5 miles per hour. It also has a 12% incline on this treadmill and then a user weight capacity of 350 pounds. All right, so we've run through my picks for treadmill options. Again, I have to remind you, go to GarageGymReviews.com if you want more details on all of the Black Friday sales and even more information on treadmills. But let's move on to ellipticals. I'm going to start off with my favorite, hands down, favorite elliptical I have ever tested, and that is from Bowflex. I'm telling you what, Bowflex is killing it these days. It is their M6 Max Trainer. Think of it like this. If you take a stair stepper and you take an elliptical and they have a baby, that is what you get with this Max Trainer M6 from Bowflex. It doesn't have a typical elliptical pattern, but it does almost have more of a stair step pattern, which is going to work your quads and your legs in like an experience that I have not experienced before. When I do their classes on the M6 trainer, I'm absolutely dead. My legs are jello. Like, I love this thing. But not only that, it is super low impact, super easy on your joints, great for those with mobility issues as well. You are going to save about $200 off on the Bowflex M6 Max Trainer, costing you $1,199. I think that this is a compact treadmill. It's super small, so you don't have to have a ton of room like you would normally find with an elliptical. You also are going to be able to fit a ton of different shoe sizes because it does come with oversized pedals. And then it also has 16 levels of resistance on this Max Trainer. Most of their programs are very short and sweet. I wouldn't say sweet, I would say short and spicy, lasting you only about 14 minutes. So if you want a very intense cardio workout that isn't going to drudge on, this would be the one that I would choose. Another great elliptical option is from Soul, and that is their E25 elliptical. So with Soul's Black Friday sales, you are gonna save $100 off on their E25. If you choose their E35, you are gonna receive $200 off. So just check their sites because each product has a little bit different markings in terms of each product's discounted price. So with the E25, it's going to cost you $1,199. This is a larger elliptical. It's going to take up a little bit more space, but one of the benefits of that, it is incredibly sturdy. Like, I can stand on that thing and try and shake it around and it does not budge. Like, this thing is solid, it is sturdy. There's a couple different things that I really like about this E25, and again, we have a full video review if you want more details on the E25. But you have a user weight capacity of 350 pounds, you have a step-up height of 14 inches, but the handlebars do allow easy access to that step-up height, so if you do struggle with like balance issues, I still think that this one is a good option. Now, the E25 is a heavier elliptical. It's not one that I would want to move around a lot, even though it does come with wheels on the front. The entire thing weighs 209 pounds and it has a user weight capacity of 350 pounds. And then Soul also offers a really good warranty, a lifetime warranty on the frame. The flywheel on the elliptical has a lifetime warranty with that, as well as you have 2 years on parts, 2 years on wear items, and then 1 year on labor, and then 90 days on any sort of cosmetic issues. Okay, so last elliptical I want to mention is from NordicTrack and is their airglide 16 elliptical. You are going to save about $500 off their Black Friday deals, and this elliptical right now costs $2,299. This one also comes with a screen so you can follow along with the iFit programming on your elliptical. There's a couple other things I really like about this elliptical. It comes with 26 levels of resistance, making the higher end of the resistance feel incredibly hard, incredibly difficult, but you have that wide range of resistance. It also comes with a 15% incline as well as a 5% decline on this elliptical, which is something that a lot of other ellipticals don't offer. It just helps kind of change up your workout, use different muscles while you're using that higher incline or that lower decline on the elliptical. With this elliptical, you do have a 300-pound user weight capacity, which is standard or like industry standard or the average for what we see with most ellipticals. Here's my top picks, okay? If I'm gonna look at a ultra budget friendly treadmill that I would purchase this Black Friday, it would be the Horizon T101. If I'm gonna look at the most expensive option, I would choose the Peloton. Or if I'm gonna look at a mid-range option treadmill, the one I would choose is the Aviron Victory treadmill. In terms of an elliptical, if I'm going to purchase one out of the ones I talked about today, I am definitely going with the Bowflex M6 Max Trainer. Guys, again, I have said this is my third time saying it. Check out the website for all of our up-to-date deals. And please, 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 please let me know what you are purchasing in the comments below. I want to get hyped along with you. I want to see how you are building out your own home gym using these massive Black Friday deals. Let me know. This has been Lindsay with Garage Gym Reviews.